That dog is a loaded gun. One day, he's going to snap. That is what our neighbor Mrs. Gable told me the day we brought him home. She didn't see a pet. She saw a monster. And looking at him, I could understand why. His name is Hulk. And he isn't just a dog. He is 170 pounds of pure muscle, bone, and power. He is a Pitbull Mastiff mix with a head the size of a cinder block and a bark that shakes the windows. When we found him at the High Kill shelter, he was in the very last kennel, the one reserved for aggressive cases. The shelter staff told us his story. He'd been surrendered by 3 different families, not because he bit anyone, but because he was too much, too big for an apartment, too scary for the mailman, too intense. He was scheduled to be put down on a Friday morning. My wife was terrified. She looked at his scars and said, "We have children. We can't bring a beast like that into our home." But when I approached the cage, Hulk didn't growl. He didn't lunge. He pressed his massive forehead against the cold bars and let out a long, heavy sigh. He wasn't aggressive. He was lonely. He was a guardian without a flock to protect. We took the risk. We signed the papers. We brought the monster home. For the first 6 months, we watched him like a hawk. But the beast turned out to be the biggest baby we had ever met. He didn't want to hunt. He wanted to cuddle. He thought he was a lapdog. He would try to squeeze his giant body onto the sofa right next to me, resting his heavy head on my knee while I watched TV. But his bond with my youngest son, Leo, that was the real miracle. Leo is energetic. He dances, he runs, he screams. Most dogs would get annoyed. Hulk loved it. He became Leo's shadow. If Leo was playing in the living room, Hulk was watching the door. If Leo was sleeping, Hulk was in the hallway. We started to forget what he was capable of. We forgot about the power hidden under that red fur. We just saw our goofy, lazy, giant pumpkin. But a guardian dog never truly sleeps. He is always waiting. It happened on a lazy Sunday afternoon, in broad daylight. We were all in the living room. It was the most peaceful moment you could imagine. I was sitting on the sectional couch petting Hulk. He was relaxed, enjoying the scratches behind his ears. Leo was in the middle of the room, doing one of his silly dances near the baby gate. My daughter was lounging on the other side of the couch. The house was quiet. The neighborhood was silent. We felt completely safe. We had no idea that a stranger had been watching our house. We didn't know that a man, armed and dangerous, was walking up our driveway at that very second. But Hulk knew. Suddenly, his body went stiff under my hand. The wagging tail stopped. His ears twitched forward. A low, vibrating growl started deep in his chest, a sound I had never heard before. It wasn't the sound of a pet. It was the sound of a predator. I looked at him, confused. "What is it, boy?" I asked. He didn't look at me. His eyes were locked on the front door. The hair on his back stood up like razor blades. Then, the handle turned. The door was kicked open. In a split second, the gentle giant vanished. The baby was gone. The only thing left in that room was 170 pounds of fury protecting his pack. He didn't wait for a command. He didn't hesitate. He launched himself across the room to stop the threat before it could reach the kids. Watch closely. This is what happens when you threaten a guardian's family.